Hi, I'm Wire. Welcome to Wireworks. Hi everybody, Wire back. We do something a little bit different this week. As you can see, there's watermarks on this surface right here. This is a telescope that I bought a couple months ago. It's a Mead LX200 classic 8-inch SCT telescope, and what I did is I deforked it, took it off the fork because the fork mechanism was all broke and shorted out. So what I'm going to do is I'll clean this up, try to get these watermarks off of here, and shine this up, and try to get all these screws shiny again. They've rusted up, and I'm going to put another mount on it, and we can see what it looks like on the new mount that I have for it. And hopefully we can get these water spots out. I've always had a hard time with water spots on my car. I'm going to try something a little different on this. I'd much rather screw this up than my car. But let's get this all set up and see what we can do to get these water spots out and polish this up a little bit. This is Wireworks. Okay, here's a better view of what we're going to be working on. So this is a warning label saying not to look at the sun directly with this. So I don't do that. I have a special telescope just for the sun viewing. So let me get some rags and some solvent, or what I'm going to be using on this, to get this all cleaned up. Be right back. Okay, I'm going to try some Windex on it first, see how that works. See if that helps it out a little bit. That's my dog Gizmo. Got to add his 2 cents to it. It doesn't seem like that's coming off with the Windex. Still some spots on it. So let's try something else. Let's try some Brasso. See if that works. A little shot of Brasso. Like I said, I don't care if well, I do care about damaging this, but it's not a big deal to me because I'll wind up painting if it gets that bad. So let's try some Brasso on here. And in a circle. Well, the blue coral scratch remover seemed to take a lot of the watermarks off and put really a nice shine on this. So I'm pretty happy with the way this turned out as far as the OTA is concerned. The next thing I want to work on are these rusty screws. It's typical of these Mead telescopes. They do not use stainless steel screws on their scopes. The only ones that were stainless were these mounting ones, but I don't think these screws came with the telescope. I think they were an add-on for an accessory that goes to this thing that I never did receive. And like I said, I'm really happy with the way this turned out, and it really shines really nice. A little ding here, some paint's missing right here. I'll probably touch that up with a little bit of paint or something. But it even seemed to get rid of some of the scratches were in here. So, like I said, it turned out really nice. So, let me zoom in on this a little bit and let you guys give me your perspective on this thing. So it's a lot better than it was before. So let's start working on these screws here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to remove them one at a time, and I'm going to have to find something to put in these holes here. That's where the forks were. I have to get something to fill that in. So let me start working on this, and we'll be right back. This is Wired Wireworks. Hey everybody, I'm back. Needless to say, I could not get some of these screws I couldn't get out to polish them up. I think what I'm going to have to do is try to find me some stainless steel ones at Home Depot or Lowe's that are the same size as these. I didn't want to force them in because, like I said, I really don't want to break this, because even though I got this at a good price, it still was a lot of money compared to what these are brand new. I did find some other ones just like these that were Allen head screws that fit in the sides of the holes that were that used to have the fork on it. They seem to fit very well. Had a little bit of struggle to put them in there, but it worked out pretty good. But all in all, I'm happy the way this OTA turned out. What we're going to do next is I'm going to put the mounting brackets on here, and I want to get this up on the tripod and mount that I bought for it. This telescope is going to be my go-to scope. Pretty much what I'm going to use when I go camping or go down my son's house down in Northern Virginia. It doesn't need any electricity. My computerized scopes I'll just keep here, and that's just a little bit too much to move and take camping. This is going to be simple. Get it up and get it pointed, and let's do some stargazing. But let me get the mounts that I have for it on it, and we'll go from there. It's Wired Wireworks. Okay, here's what we got. It turned out pretty nice. The only thing I had a problem with was mounting the finder scope. It usually mounted from the top back, but I had to take a screw out to get it to go in. I'm going to wind up getting another one anyway. This finder scope's a little bit beat up, but it looks pretty good on this Mead mount. So this is all good to go. Shined up really nice. Still got a few scratches in it, but I'm happy with the way it turned out. The mounting brackets seem to work real well. I did manage to tighten these bands up a little tighter. Well, it's a little bit more play in these screws, so they did tighten up and clamp down fairly decent. So now all I gotta do is wait for the clouds to go away. Seems like it's been raining and cloudy for the last 2 months. Every time I seem to want to set up, there's a cloud out or something. So we'll just have to wait and see how the weather's going to wind up being this summer. Seems like it's extremely wet and cloudy this year and last year. So we'll see. Anyway, thank you guys for viewing, and if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. And Gizmo says hi as well. Right Giz? He says thanks a lot. See you guys. Thanks.